Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, guys. Exciting and full of vivacious energy.
Oh.
The stream.
Is it the PPS?
It's the Poorly Played stream, and I'm your host, Garrett Hunter. With me as always.
Oh, what up? Let's see. I'm Bryan of the Trucker. How's it going, everybody?
King Lord Cam in
King
full
Lord
effect.
Bryan up in this bitch! I'll say it.
He does. Hard B. I
Say
put I put on a little dodging bullets. I wanted to get the blood pump and get the energy up there, dude.
Yeah.
And I had one of those long days at work where I was getting in my own way, you know? I was all fucking angry. I was all angebessen.
Some had stirred your ire?
Dude, I couldn't get rid of my ire. I was like throwing tools and screaming, fuck! Because it just feels so good.
Oh.
And I thought, you
It's
know
just
what,
one
I
of
got to
those
get this
days.
aggression out. I got home and Lady T was about to start the Switch Boxing.
Oh.
Switch Fit 2?
Oh.
No. Switch
No, there's-
Boxing and Fitness 2. or whatever. I don't know
Yeah.
what it's called.
Yeah, that's a good little system there.
I was like, 20 minutes, babe.
Yeah.
I'm joining you tonight. And then I got that. That's what I figured. I was like, I hurt my back around Christmas time, and I haven't worked out in so fucking long, and I'm all, like, short-fused.
Oh, yeah, you got to work out, dude.
You got to work out and listen to
Stay
hardcore
lean.
music, dude.
Yeah.
And if you don't think that hardcore can help you out, I got, a little inspirational message here.
Hardcore, it shouldn't be about crime, but it should be about, I don't want to see people crying, but for me, I want to see people having a good time, smiling, having a good time at shows,
See?
and
Positive.
whatever. If emo's gonna make somebody happy, whatever. But we're about dodging bullets in the soundtrack to the end of the world, baby. What's up?
That's right.
Dodging bullets!
You heard it here first.
Hell yes.
If emo's your thing and you want to cry, that's cool too. But I was sitting there crying today, and I was like, I got to get out of this.
I've been
Get out
crying.
of this fucking headspace, bro.
I've been known to cry.
Yeah. This is what it sounds like when Bryan cries. Go ahead.
Oh, I thought you had a sound drop you were going to play. I don't know what
Do
it
you
sounds
weep, or are you like a ugly crier, like Laura Dern?
No. Oh, God.
Laura
God.
Dern has to cry in like everything she does with David Lynch, and it's such
The ugly, like...
It's so... Oh, God, Laura. Oh.
Ah!
Oh, God. We're playing the bastard Wii U system today. We've got this thing dusted off.
This game is 7 years old.
There's this dude I met down at the swap meet.
Yeah?
Kind of a shady guy, but he hooked me up with this hacked 360 that plays Wii U games. And actually, it syncs up with the Wii U controller gamepad, too, so you can play.
Oh, yeah, it's a touchscreen.
It's weird, touchscreen thing.
Isn't that weird that they, told you what they were going to do with this system?
With the Wii U?
Yeah. They're like, we're making this, a thing. And we all just thought it was, a 3DS crossover, but it's like, no.
This is the stepping stone to the Switch and how good it is. It's like, we couldn't cut the umbilicus. We could go wireless, but we needed a system base. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now with the Switch Lite, it's just like, hey, no, not even a fucking dock for you guys.
Yeah.
You hardcores.
Well,
oh no, I didn't want to go new. Looks like I was on World 2. This is the game that's about to be remastered, right, Bryan?
Yeah, it's coming out in 2 weeks.
I think I'm going to decide today if I am going to buy that on the Switch.
I am.
You already know, for the Bowser's Big Day, bonus content.
I never beat this game.
I didn't either. As you see, I'm only on, World 2. I thought
I got further as well.
I always feel like I abandon Mario games real quick.
You know,
Should I just stick to Mario? No, I want to go Peachy.
They all play differently, which is cool.
And I love the floaty controls ever since Mario 2 with her.
Yeah, that's been a staple. No, this was if you even look at Mario Odyssey, you can kind of tell that it was a little bit built off of this as well. But yeah, Mario 3D Land. Well, when you get to the levels, but
Even
Mario
the overworld.
right? Like, they tried to have an overworld with levels in
Already
it.
did this one. This is gonna be a warm up though.
And they really built it in. Honestly, look at this game now, guys. Like, we're all going to be watching this. We haven't seen this in a few years. This is what Mario Galaxy looked like when you went to the individual stages. What they did is they got rid of the overworld and they added fun little features through the items. I loved 3D Land. Super Mario 3D Land was incredible. I was playing a lot of Mario games the last generation.
That's the one on the 3DS?
Yeah.
That one I actually beat. I know I beat that
I
one.
beat it, and I Luigi beat it. Because remember, after you win, you unlock Luigi, and then you play the stages differently.
Oh fuck, you big
fudgicles.
Goomba!
But yeah, this version was only a Wii U exclusive, and I just in the middle of I don't know what else was going on in 2013.
Is she baby?
Yeah, she's baby. Chibi Peach.
I don't like that.
Go find the thing to hit.
I want a mushroom. I want a mushroom. Come on,
Get you a
Alice.
mushroom.
Go ask Alice.
But yeah, I think that this game is definitely going to be a lot of fun because I love.
This thing's getting old and the thumbstick's sticky.
Ew,
you know when the analog stick gets a little sticky? Oh, look at that secret.
Well, dude. So what I was gonna say is, I love the game, the idea, and everything that they did in this. It was just on the Wii U. So now on the Switch portable, it's gonna be fucking fantastic.
Oh, that's what I mean. Like not everyone has their Wii U like hooked up or even wants to.
No.
So I get why is it gonna be cheaper than a full price or it's a $60 game?
I don't know actually. I think it's $49.99.
We need that cheap ass gamer advice.
I'm definitely gonna get it.
I like that I can move the cameras. I kind of plan on it because I'm just the game collector in me too likes to buy the first party Nintendo titles, even though it's a remake, or remaster.
Oh, it's got the Bowser's Fury too.
That's new, and that kind of sounds like dark-sided,
A little bit, yeah.
It's kind of goth, kind of fucking, Bowser's kind of a cool goth character and.
Dude, Bowser this generation's really come up. Like, I really appreciate Bowser in this generation. They made him a more accessible,
fleshed out villain.
Dude, he's one of my favorite characters to play as, Piss Bowser or Golden Bowser in
Smash.
In Smash
He's
Ultimate.
too heavy. You play Smash? You play Bowser?
Golden Bowser, Piss Bowser.
Look at us with the fucking dual flame.
Yeah.
This is a good.
I call so my gnome to fame in and Ultimate is Dr. Piss. But
no, Dr. Piss is a porn star who, like, urinates in women's open gaper and
does he?
Assholes, and then
I'm gonna have to remember that.
Puts their head in the toilet. Yeah.
Oh, that's probably. You know what? I probably knew that already. That's where. But I just love.
There's the guy Sal. I've got the signed picture from Sal and Richard up here.
Yeah, right up there.
Sal Governale.
Is he Dr. Piss?
Oh, he loves piss porn, and he talks about it on Stern Show sometimes, and it's like brutal,
so
like illegal
now
stuff.
does he ever talk about how in piss porn they're able to like half hard piss on the girl, and I don't get how does that work?
Because you have an erection but you can still urinate. Like, I gotta do a handstand at 4 in the morning when I'm trying to go.
Yeah, you gotta do the
weird.
double question mark jump on the other side. Oh shit.
I kind of like this. Now we're spaced out, but you can always come back with like you push yourself towards.
Yeah.
Any secrets back here? Oh, I see something.
Oh,
that's a
please
checkpoint.
hit that thing. Yeah.
I thought it was end of level, so I'm like, whoa, there's a secret.
I'm like, please don't just pass the checkpoint.
No,
I think I got further in this game than I realized. I think I got to World 4 because I remember this stage, but I can't believe it's been 7 fucking years since this game came out. I still have it. I would play it like
multiplayer. I have 3 of us.
Dude,
4 of us?
Yeah, because
because
it's supposed to be like a 4-player. It's really cool. This game is fucking dope.
When you do 4-player, it's tough because you always push each other off the damn.
Yeah.
Get it,
See,
girls.
you wouldn't have been
That
able
was
to do that
fucking so
otherwise,
good.
right?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
you're
so
right.
dope.
Oh, and now we got fire fucking flame on. Oh, we had it.
But yeah, I'm very excited to play this because like you, I always like to play mainline Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Because they're always good.
Sure.
And I never.
Oh, we're gonna have 5, dude. 5, dude. We can't hit that. Oh shit.
Oh, that's the. Well, you already got the
Stamp.
stamp for the level, I guess.
Pop, 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 pop. Oh, wait, here we go again. Pop, 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 pop. This is like a crazy amount of. Oh, you have to.
You have to. So
here.
now put one person over. See, shit like this. I love shit like this because it's like a puzzle game.
Get up there. What happened?
Well, I think.
Well, whatever. We got it.
Yeah, I think you got it already.
There's so many girls. Mario's one lucky fella. Look at the shadow reverted to just squares. The shadow on the backdrop is just a fucking rectangle.
Oh, really?
Oh, fuck, level time. Bro, I'm gonna run out of time?
This game has level
I
time?
fucking hate this shit.
Ouch.
No.
Poorly played stream.
All right, well, I was having fucking fun.
I forgot.
I had 6 bitches on deck, dude. This is fun. Let's take our first call.
Let's take our first caller. We got one person in the call-in queue, so Flint Woody, you're the only one who's going to come in.
Fucking dumb.
Welcome. If you guys want to call into the PPS Discord, all you got to do is hop in the waiting room, click the link in the chat, get in that waiting room, and we'll put you on air.
Get online.
We're
Get on
waiting
air.
for Flint to open his mic
Flint.
and open his heart. Don't you have a fire shell? A fire?
Oh, you can
fire
keep
bottle?
stuff like Tetris in the...
Minus, yeah, you got it. I mean, that's been since Super Mario Bros.
God, bro. You know what? I don't know. I do have that, though. I'll save it. Because what do I just lose coins?
I think this. No, you have one-ups.
Lives. Oh,
But
yeah,
you have
48.
like 48.
Jeezu.
By this point, Nintendo realized that nobody cares about that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I mean for show. No, I mean for sheets.
All right. Let's do this by the books.
Well, I guess Flint did not want to be on the
Flint
call.
is not with us. That's okay, Flint. We'll get back to you later. Oh, there's a question mark down there.
Chaos Flakes 18. This year we did not, or previous year did not have a Christmas cast. We had
yeah,
an
dog.
impromptu,
COVID scare?
COVID
No.
scare that made us make sure, because we've been taking as many precautions as possible.
There's a
Limiting-
whole quarantine cast
Yeah.
that Derek and Johnny interviewed Rocco, which is kind of cool because it's like from Derek and Johnny's perspective of hosting Rocco and Sean from home.
Oh,
They
okay.
talked about like everything that happened, you know. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was a bummer. We had shit. I was really bummed.
Yeah.
I was trying so hard to keep the Christmas cast alive, almost to a point where it was like, all right, Garrett, shut the fuck up. We're not doing it.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I don't know.
Well, no, I mean,
I was
it's,
trying, man. I was setting up like all this stuff, like, well, maybe at the last minute, or what if we put this scrim up between you guys, like. But in the end, it's like, who knows how fucking contagious this thing is.
exactly, and we had to be safe. So
Sean was not willing to risk the life of his children as he shouldn't.
Okay. We got it.
Flinton.
We
so
got
yeah,
it.
Anyway, short story. You can check out the great interviews that Sean and Rocco gave about that whole situation on the Quarantine Cast.
yeah,
That's archived on the Mega 64 archives on YouTube, where the PPS goes. And Flint, where do you
Shouts
go?
out. I go to both. I'm by Mega 64.
hell
Say-
yeah, dude.
Say it loudly and proudly. I love it.
I'm by Mega 64.
That's right.
Now, some people are out there buying GameStop. You're saying no. Mega 64 is what you need.
Dude, you know what? That's a good point. I should check. Did Bitcoin drop below? If it gets
I
to
looked at my
35,
Bitcoin today.
I'm gonna buy again.
Okay, so my coworker who I have been working closely with this week has been like
Oh, you're
he
right.
hasn't been able to shut up.
You got the Clovis?
good.
What is that?
No, a little bit of indigestion
Oh,
or
okay.
something. I don't
man,
know.
got-
Something went down the wrong pipe.
Eating them
Yeah.
sausages.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a sip. Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
My boy got in on this GameStop shit early, and
How's he
hasn't
doing?
been able to shut up about it.
Is he all jazzed? Is he bouncing off the walls, excitement?
Yeah. Did
He was yesterday, but today not so much. And I think it's because I told him I put $1 in GameStop.
The normies know now, dude. Got too
Yeah,
big.
exactly.
Good thing gets too big, man.
Well, it's. I love. I saw something today, and sorry to cut you off there, Flint, but I saw something today or last night on Twitter
You're valid, Brian. I
that
think I
said
need
something like, "Oh, now this is the memification of the stock market, or how meme culture affects the stock market." And I'm
Yeah.
like, y'all, let's take 2 seconds and not and realize where we're at. That's how the stock market has always been.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
We just didn't have a ticket
Someone organized.
to go to the game before.
Yeah.
This is how the stock market is. Why the fuck else, when Elon Musk makes one statement, does his stock fluctuate up and down, but there's a steady growth on it.
Well, once he
they're
gets
doing
in,
Yeah.
he got in on the GameStop thing today, and that kind of ruined it, is from what I heard.
Well,
right?
and I'm sure that was partially a way to show how ridiculous the stock market
what
is,
the
how
fuck?
futures are. You're buying on expectation instead of on actualities, which is insane if you think about it. So the fact that you're able to fluctuate the market based just on demand so significantly that people can make $600 in one day on buying a stock,
oh my god!
and you're not realizing how that's been the fucking commonality of the stock market since its inception, and why stock market crashes are so bad, and why stock companies get bailed out so much. This is a great example of that, because it's so fucking true that when people believe something is going to happen, it doesn't matter if it's real. It doesn't matter if it could actually happen. What matters is they believe it, and that's it.
You had a meme president, dude.
I mean, right?
The meme magic is the ability to wield, you know, a fucking narrative and turn that into reality.
Yeah, I mean, the thing.
And it works in weird fucking ways, and if there's enough people, dude, it works. It's fucking crazy.
And
that's why they got fucking buildings full of people with agendas that are getting paid by people to do this shit.
Yeah.
Maybe not in
Wolf of Wall
America,
Street.
probably, but definitely in Russia, China.
I mean, it's the thing about it is that like
they're ahead of us on this.
George Carlin said it a long time ago. It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Yeah.
It's a big fucking club, and you ain't in it. Because if we were in it,
But now,
we wouldn't be
now
struggling.
people are getting in it. People are getting in it.
And that's exactly the thing. And that's the main thing. Oh, you don't want to go backwards. That's the main thing. Is that what happens is that as things go along, you need to make things more accessible. Think about everything. You know that old saying, "Oh, things just aren't as good as they used to be." Oh, sure they are. There's just more people doing it and more accessibility to it. So that means that there's going to be a wider berth of products and
Other
available.
people. You've got more competition. Because it kind of leveled the playing field. Everyone has access to everyone now.
Yeah, and competition also creates accessibility.
Innovation.
Yes, and
That's why we're not doing just a
innovation.
regular Let's Play here at the PPS.
That's right.
You can get a fucking Let's Play from a million channels.
That's
with,
right.
Yeah, dude.
So exactly, like what this does again, like America, as fucked up as we. Oh yeah, you can
What
take over
the
shit.
fuck?
I forgot about that.
I didn't know this. This is sick.
As fucked up as you think America still is a country where if the president fucks up, they can go on fucking trial and be, I mean, hey, no other country will do that.
Yeah, well.
Well, Saddam, they just fucking dug him out the spider hole and executed his ass.
Well, exactly. Like that's what I mean. Like any other country, you're looking at either fucking like mob rule or dictatorship bullshit where the person steps down only formally. So in
There's
America,
a way, at least there's a way to do shit civilly. There's just a lot of fucking bureaucracy and red tape.
there's a
But
lot of checks and balances.
You're gonna get that with people. That's just humans
Well,
complicating life.
Because you can't let people who aren't fucking up be subject to scrutiny when they're trying to do shit
I need that.
the same way that people who are fucking up do. So that's why we talk about in this country due fucking process. The due process of what happens. So again, I'm not saying this country is perfect. I'm just saying there's
It's the
something behind
best
that
we
wall.
got. Yeah, there is. Dude.
I don't know if you can break it though. But
How do you ground pound with her?
ZL.
Oh, there.
But yeah, so dude, that's why
Any-
the main point of me preaching right now, the main
Yeah,
point
you're
of
getting
all of
fucking
this,
lit.
because
Preach.
well, because there's one thing I feel like that people think when it comes to this kind of stuff, they think it's not for me. I can't do it. I'm not capable of it, or it's above my realm of understanding. Yesterday was clearly an example of how when people organize and they get smart and they educate and they choose to move on something, just like this last election, shit can fucking happen. So what you're dealing with in your life, 99% of the time, it's your inactivity that causes you to not overcome it. So fucking, dude, look at all those people who made money yesterday because they saw an opportunity and they took it.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Right?
Yeah.
So
That's
it's a
the
big
game,
club,
bro.
you ain't in it, but fucking
That's
try
how
to
I
get
feel.
in.
yeah, you gotta
I
scratch.
gotta
I fucking
scratch.
hate this. I hate this divisiveness between the left and the right. I really fucking hate it.
Yeah, it's
like so much.
It's
I
truly
don't.
divided. Like more
Yeah,
and more each day.
everyone
It's like
wants the same thing.
You can't fucking
Like
just disagree.
Sorry, go ahead.
Nah, you're absolutely right. I want you to keep going.
Yeah, basically, like everyone
It
on
sucks.
every other side wants to have the same shit. They want to be able to fucking provide for their family or themselves or some bullshit. But we've installed all
think
this
different fucking thoughts
problematic shit.
It seems like that it's 50-50. People have all these different fucking thoughts, and you gotta fit them into one box, the left box or the right box. And that just doesn't make any fucking sense, because none of the shit that they have different opinions on align.
Right?
Because
yeah.
some people are all over the map, some people are right down the middle, and that's kind of how it was. You just got along with your fucking neighbor or your father-in-law or whatever, and you'd be like, yeah, motherfucker voted Dukakis, but
What a reference.
who knows? You know, but now it's like, fuck you. I won't come to Easter and sit at that cunt's table.
Yeah. But so that's kind of it.
Bro, I don't know.
Right?
Some people are, there's fucking Scientologists and fucking Mormons. Who knows?
I think
Yeah.
Let them fucking be.
The main thing, and Flint Woody, I don't know if you agree about this, and maybe I am too ambitious about what America is. But
Shoot, go ahead.
America is very good at advertising. I mean, for God's
Yes.
sakes, our fucking
best.
Declaration of
The best.
Independence, our fucking Constitution, all of that. That is a
I wonder what
goddamn advertisement for liberty.
The Mushroom Kingdom needs a Bill of Rights or some
Yeah.
kind of, because Koopa's
Yeah.
running shit like a dictator.
And-
But yeah, I mean, this paperwork is what keeps this place number one.
Yeah, and I mean, we learned it from the British. It's that accountability and that ability to like improve on a good idea and make it better.
Well,
What-
yeah, I mean, you gotta. Nowhere's gonna be perfect. You're always gotta try to improve it.
It's our job.
little
to.
daunting.
It's our job to.
Well,
As
it's
Americans.
Yeah.
As
sadly, it's politicians.
No,
job to, right?
we fucking hire the politicians.
Yeah.
They should be doing what's
They should
best
be.
for us, and that's what it is. Like what happened in this country, and what happens everywhere. And I hate to say it, because we all do this. Is there is no accountability. There's no accountability for anybody, and that's why the main thing that they keep talking about with this
Yeah, these
impeachment
fuckers
trial.
don't. Yeah, like no one gets in trouble, so people feel like,
That you can
why
do
bother?
anything. Yeah, because hey, listen.
I'm right there with you.
When you see your pet or your child, somebody who doesn't have, an adult fully functioning brain, when you see them trying to get away with shit and you know what they're trying to do, and you're very aware, but they think they're getting one by on you, you will, if you don't address it, you will allow them to continue to do that thing.
Yeah, that's why when I'm playing with my nephew, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I get 2 turns now because you went twice.
Yep, exactly. Not in a mean way.
No, but like
not in an unjust way, but in a way that is accurately representative of the accountability each person has when they enter a fucking situation, agreement, blah blah blah.
Well,
And-
because then you don't get an adult trying to do that shit in a business deal 20 years later down the road.
Because they
Because
will.
they're not a dishonest person. Because
And it
they
was-
learned a lesson at 5.
Right, and they don't know what dishonesty is if they've never had somebody come up and tell them that's dishonesty.
True.
That's not good, because now people don't believe what you say.
Well, so many fucking parents are doing such a piss poor job of
Well, that's
raising
because
kids.
so many people have
Can
kids.
you imagine, like, this generation of terrible, terrible Fortnite children who are raised on just, like, mom's credit card and whatever they want? And
Yeah.
no one
Dude,
says
yeah.
no. No one says no, and Alexa just, brings anything they ask for to the house. Like, how the entitlement might be.
I mean, that's the thing.
Oof.
The level of entitlement even comes in such a way where it's like unbeknownst to them. It's ignorance, because their whole life. I mean, that's how we are here. Think about California, right? We have 60-degree weather, and we like at the worst. And when it gets below 65,
We gotta tweet
bitch
about
and we complain. Rain, like,
Yeah.
dude, like yesterday morning. If you guys follow Garrett on Instagram,
I had a hail fucking.
they had a fucking like snow, hail, and ice on his car window.
And, that blew me away because that was from 4 a.m. and it was still there at 6.
Yeah. So like,
So it was fucking so cold, and it rained through it, and it didn't melt it. Like, that blew me away that it was still there. It's
Yeah, I work outside and I have to be at work at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I live in Washington.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, it's getting like mid-30s. It hasn't snowed that much here, but like, yeah, dude, it fucking sucks.
It does.
Makes you respect the...
It does.
And how hard people work on the fucking East Coast when you go visit. And like, being in Boston in January, it's like, dude, this is some next level shit that I'm not...
Dude,
this ain't Big
yeah.
Bear.
I mean, it definitely makes you understand why people are a little less understanding of bullshit in the East Coast.
yeah,
Because, like, dude, if the fucking weather sucked and I was cold and hey, I'm not gonna... Just because I'm from California, I'm maybe more sensitive to it because I'm not used to it, but that doesn't mean that you on the East Coast don't still get hurt by the frigid minus 15 wind chill that's coming in right now. So that means you're fucking pissed. You know better than I do, because to me it's a novelty.
If you're uncomfortable, you're like, you know,
right?
You got a shorter fuse.
It's a fucking because you're dealing with 10 more other fucking things in your day just to get your car started.
You are fired up.
Yeah,
Brian.
I work at refineries. I work at refineries, and like fucking people who I've worked with have worked in California, especially for long periods of time, and we get rain all the time up here. And they're like, yeah, if it rains in California, they just like shut it down for the day, so everyone can like step back.
What do you guys refine? Like gas, like natural gas?
Yeah, I don't specifically work for the refinery. I'm a contractor.
Oh, cool.
Fuck yeah.
So they expect more out of us.
Yeah, because they're paying premium.
Exactly.
But that's good.
Yeah, but if it rains or any shitty weather, they still expect like the same amount of work.
Yeah.
Of course.
I don't know why. I always feel like I'm almost late to work when it fucking rains.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And I think because I just drive a lot faster on a normal morning.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I always feel like when it's raining, I want to just find office work for that day. Like, yo, I'm going to stay in my office. I'm going to turn the heater on under my desk.
Dude, yeah. Yeah. I know exactly how that is.
I fucking... Dude. Well, it's a real, like... just energy suck.
Yeah, and there's no sun. Like I remember, I went to Montreal in 2000. Normally, I go to Montreal in the summer, and I try to hit it before it gets super humid or after. But I happened to go for extended weekend in November of 2016.
Yeah, you did go to Montreal.
And the sun never came out.
Oh shit.
It was daytime and it was bright, but like the sun never came out for the 3 or 4 days I was there.
See, I love like when we would go to PAX.
Yeah.
It would be a rainy day weekend.
Me too.
When you're in Seattle, it's raining.
But like the thing about that is, you know, and I love it too, because remember,
that's your everyday, Flint.
Right? That's the difference, is that when you and I go to PAX, I remember, because you remember that one year we went to the concert and it started raining on us when we were walking back. This was like 4 years ago,
and we were like, fun.
Yeah, fun. and that was the night I remember. I realized, I'm like, this is fun to us because we're here on fucking vacation. But if this was your everyday and you're walking home and you're dealing with all your shit and it suddenly started raining and oh man, you happen to forget your umbrella or your coat or whatever, like your shit would be fucked.
Take yourself out the game. Rate is so high there, bro.
It would be really hard to keep up a good spirit when you're soaked, your socks are wet, your hair's fucked up. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
So that's it's a novelty. It's a joy for us because we live in 200, 300 days of sunshine and no issues. But like, you know, when we go visit it. Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, in terms of like, our issues are mostly personal rather than, well, I hope that people aren't driving like shit on the freeway today because it's fucking black ice season.
California, you could be dodging gangbangers. You never know, dude.
No,
we don't have the weather. But...
I'm gonna give a shouts out to Taiwan because he lives in a more metropolitan area than I do.
Shouts out Taiwan. He's serving up the brew at like 4:30 a.m. over in.
Fuck yeah, Taiwan.
Done,
ninja.
He's in that rainy district.
But like, I bet he can attest to how shitty the drivers are more than I can. But I can still say that like, even when it rains here, people still are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Yep.
They grew up their whole lives in this shit, and yet they don't know how to fucking deal.
I hate.
Oh.
I hate
Yeah.
having to drive in really, really different kind of weather from what I'm used to here in California. It's like I could drive in rain, like no problem, even pretty heavy rain.
Yeah.
I don't like doing it, but you go slow, you stay in the groove of the tire tread in front of you. You
Yeah.
start to feel, even Monday on the way to work, I feel a little hydroplane, and then I, like just ride it out. Don't panic, slow down. But driving in like Boston or Seattle, where I've had to drive to the #1 U-Haul, which is way bigger than what I drive, like a fucking 4-cylinder truck.
Right.
And then
Yeah.
and then you're in Boston with all these one-ways and these little fucking weird, tiny, narrow, everyone parks on the
Yeah,
street.
colonial
two
ass streets.
streets. And then that being a pain in the ass, or then Seattle where it's like, yeah, it's raining. Or in Boston, it's been snowing. And
Yeah.
Sean's handled those, and I always feel for him.
Dude, when I went to Montreal that winter and I had to drive, I'm like, what happens when my car just starts sliding?
You
You
just
just
go with
ride it.
Dude, we fell in the U-Haul. You just feel the back end slip.
Yeah.
Like a foot.
Now, the only other time I've ever done that is when I took my 1989 Ford Aerostar through the mud, and boy, did that fucking slip.
You had an Aerostar?
Dude, Ford
That's sick.
Aerostar, 89.
Those
I
had the
love that
rear.
car.
They had the rear e-brake.
Yeah, because
and
they
the
had
front-wheel
the
drive.
instead of the pedal brake. You're right.
So
yeah.
you could put the. It was easy to get those Taco Bell trays and do donuts in the parking lot.
Dude, and that was exactly
Dude.
what I did with that
That
car.
was those were great.
Taco-
My friend had one of those.
At the Jack in the Box in Santee, rest in peace.
Yeah,
There,
they closed that one. Huh?
Shouts out.
the one we used to go to. Rocco posted a video of. What's that? Ghosts and Goblins? Is that the one where they get naked as they get hit?
Yes.
That
where
area
the
has been
roller rink was
completely
there.
Yeah, that's Andrew said the exact
Look
same
in the
thing.
mirror.
Yeah, it shows the ghost.
No, in the mirror it showed green.
Oh, you fucking life hacked it.
Oh wait, can I step on these forever?
Yeah.
I thought they go away.
They only go away because you're not near them, but you can blow on them and they
That's
like
why I
you
jumped.
can blow into the speaker of this game and it shows
Really?
you like
Secrets.
yeah. But dude, yeah, like sliding, slipping, sliding, all that kind of shit. We don't have to deal with that here in California. I mean, again, it's been the coldest
Lucky.
it's gonna be, and let me see, it's you
Yeah.
know what? Right now, guys, it's 50 degrees.
I don't like it.
It's 50 degrees, and it's gonna be 40 tonight. Oh no!
I feel, dude, some of the homeless people
Yeah.
out here in our neighborhood, it's like, what are you doing in the soaking fucking rain and it's 40 degrees? And there's no like shelters around here, are there? You gotta go like downtown.
There are a good number of them, but not like in SF and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, you just see people
See
sleeping on the
homies
streets,
like
man.
just that's where
They got
it's
their
like,
tents and shit.
That's why they're in crazy big homeless population. Well, Seattle does have a lot for how rainy it is.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
Any big city, I
does.
guess.
it has a really big, population of homeless people,
It's
and it fucking sucks. Yeah.
Yeah,
it
man.
is a bummer, and you
The
know
weather.
that's just kind of it's kind of how it is when you have a big city.
We had
There's a lot more support for them.
We had a follow-up. Yeah,
Yeah.
true. And I think like it's probably the churches locally here. Oh, time extender, baby.
It's a combination of that. It's like people in bigger cities are also more educated and understanding, so they recognize that like to genuinely increase the value of your city is to not have unpleasant
Try to help
things
the problem.
about it. So yeah, homeless people make it unpleasant.
I know there's a
Even
lot
though-
of in this neighborhood too. Talking to a couple people, it's like there are shelters, but they're zero tolerance, drug-free kind of zones, and people don't want to go stay in them because they want to get high, so they end up just staying out on the street.
Yeah,
So it's like, how do you fucking address the problem if they don't want to help themselves?
yeah. It's kind of a bummer.
But also, like, yo, I get one to get high if you're fucking, like, over it.
Oh, I mean, that's the thing. At that point, you're living a life of a person who clearly doesn't want to do anything. Oh my God!
Turn
You
around,
still,
bitch.
no, you still got it. You still got it. You still got it. Ah! You know, like clearly. Oh.
That was a fake one? Holy shit, I almost just looked away, too.
Oh my God.
Motherfucker.
That's kind of the hard thing about it, is that they don't know how to function in the society, and that's part of why it's such a bummer when homelessness is so rampant, because it's people who don't know how to exist where they
Yeah.
are, and that's tough.
Well,
Yeah.
You know, and it makes
like,
me...
most of the time it just isn't their fault.
No, I mean...
You know.
Sometimes people end up... Who fucking knows? The spectrum of humanity is so vast, and the decisions that they've made over the course of their lives being partially, what's it called? Like the past, the history, the upbringing, and the choices. You know.
Nurture versus nature.
Nature versus nurture, exactly. That's what
Yeah,
I was looking for, Brian. That's what I was looking for, Brian.
It really, and that's kind of the thing. Personally, I think it does definitely come down to the individual and what they want in their life. But like people are animals, and if you don't, I've seen cats be stupid as shit, and I've seen cats be dumb as shit, and they come from the same litter. And I think a lot of that
stupid and dumb. That's two sides of the same spectrum.
Well, I'm sorry, dumb as shit and smart as shit.
There you go. I've seen this Jack Weasel cat. He's
clearly, I'm in the middle of both, but I'm in between dumb as shit and fucking stupid as shit.
But
I've got a 6-month-old cat, and he's dumb as shit the whole time. So.
Dude, well, and that's. Well, basically, what I'm getting at is a lot of it. I think is a combination of both. Obviously, if you have some birth defects and issues with your genetics, you're gonna have issues with your genetics. But
defects. I was like, where are you going from?
I think honestly, like a big deal is that like treating people like they can do anything that they want to do is the best way to treat people, because they are capable, whoever they are, of doing anything. Every child used to be so dumb they didn't know anything. Like Elon Musk was a kid who probably put a fork in the fucking outlet because he wanted to see what it would do. And one would call that stupid because they know that it could harm them, but one who does not know anything, like a child, has no concept of what harm could come to them, doesn't know that. And the only way they would know is by trying. So a lot of times...
Do we know how smart Elon is, though? He might just be lucky as fuck.
Well, I think anybody who says that there's a difference between being intelligent and being smart and recognizing that you can go to school and learn a bunch of stuff in school and still be an idiot is probably a little bit more intelligent than people who think just knowing stuff makes you smart.
Okay.
Because really, like, being smart... Like, Garrett, like, in all honesty... Like, you're one of the smartest people I know.
Oh, come on.
Because
don't say that.
the main difference between somebody who is knowledgeable and smart is their ability to take what they know and adapt it to their situations.
I think everyone's got a strong suit. You just gotta find it. Oh, meow!
Yeah. Well, that's what it comes down to with the nurture versus nature thing, is that you have to help people find what they're good at and frame lessons to that mindset so that they can understand it. Because if I try to explain something to you in pro football terms, you might get it because you have an idea of what that is and you're smart enough to make it. But if I need to explain something to you guys, I would find a common ground that you guys know and try to appeal to that, because that way that comprehension is there. And that's the difference. It's a matter of comprehension, not just knowing shit.
I get what you're saying, but I think the whole mindset of like you can do whatever and you can be that, like, as in simple terms or whatever, is cool. I just think that that's been taught to my generation. Like, I'm late millennial. I'm 27.
Yeah.
No one teaches you how to fail.
And so that yes, go ahead.
And that's a part of life, man.
Go ahead, because I think you have a good point here.
Yeah, because, like, everyone teaches you... Like, I got a trophy every fucking soccer season, even though we never made it first place. Fucking all that bullshit, you know. Yeah, like, I... This doesn't... Like, the mindset, the public school system, at least in my area or whatever, or, like, just growing up, like, people taught me, you can be whatever you want to be. But they just never taught us, like, how to accept failure.
Yes.
And
if it doesn't work right away, too.
Yeah, like, even in dating, you know, like, I didn't, like, get rejection until I was, like,
I had to get rejected so many times to get, like, to grow an appropriate response to rejection. You know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it hurts.
But also, I really don't agree with the whole you can be anything you want to be, but I agree with
which is great.
You can put your fucking damnedest effort into anything.
And that's what I mean. So Flint, that's a very good point that you bring up, because our generation especially had been told that I'm 34.
Yeah.
And so I definitely know that message that you're talking about. Everybody is special. Everybody is great. Everybody can do something unique. The thing is, that doesn't mean that you're entitled to the fact that you are special, unique, or fucking anything if you aren't doing anything. So if you want to be an astronaut, you got to understand that the work it takes to be an astronaut is not easy, and it's not going to be fun, and you're not going to like it, and it's going to upset you. And that's how it's going to be. The problem with
and there might be physical limitations that you can't meet the requirements. I mean, the level playing field is not exactly what life is.
And having somebody tell you, like, I was thinking about this actually earlier today, Flint, so I'm like, that's why I'm kind of charged on this. Like,
dude,
having somebody,
fucking go. Just
having
fucking
somebody
go.
tell you
go, King.
that something isn't possible is good, because it forces you
What's
to.
wrong with me?
I don't know. It forces you to try harder. It shows you the areas where you didn't see the things that you needed to do.
It's the dummy helper. They just give
to
it
help
to you.
to help you get better. See, stuff like this, as cool as it is, like for me, if I were a kid, I would never take the gold acorn, because for me, I'm like,
I know.
Well, now we're playing a game. I don't care. I'm not trying to chastise.
No, but
you.
I do that too. I'm like, no, I got it. I don't use the chicken hat in Metal Gear. I got it.
Exactly, because there's something I'm not getting that's making me not beat it. And so that's another thing.
Well, I'm
like,
trying to listen to y'all talk about fuck.
Everybody gets told when they fail or when something doesn't go right, it's not you. But it's like, well, it's not necessarily you, but maybe you're not getting what we need. There isn't a conversation of what the needs are and how to best meet them. There's an expectation implanted without any sort of conversation.
Sure.
And
some
so
people don't get this from sports. They don't get it from like places where we got it. They're not getting it from school. They're not getting it from, They don't
My
have,
parents.
They don't have, they don't have parents. Also,
Yeah.
that goes back to the original topic of like, kids and raising them and the issue of trying to make sure that they understand failure. It's like,
and
some
we should
people,
say we don't have any kids, so we don't really know.
well, part of the reason I don't have kids is because I know I have to fucking spend all this time teaching them how to be functioning human beings, and I'm barely struggling to make sure I can hit that mark myself.
That's kind of how I feel. It's like
Exactly.
I don't want any kids because, man, I'm really focusing on myself right now.
Yeah, and so the issue with
can't
me-
imagine the burden, not the burden, but the responsibility
it's a burden.
to do it. Well, it's a burden.
Yeah.
It's not a burden if you want it and you're ready, but the responsibility to do that right, not do it shitty.
Yeah.
It's
to
a-
not
like-
fuck up.
It's a my
Like
parents
right
always
now,
said this. Go ahead.
my girlfriend, she's not gonna watch this, so I'm not worried about that.
Spill that cheese, sir.
We have expectations to get married and have kids.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Yeah. Eventually,
You gotta put a
'cause
ring on it sometimes.
That's her. Yeah,
I will eventually, too.
I want to marry her. I want to marry the shit out of her, but also, like,
That's
at
good.
the same time, I want to live with her. I want to live with her first.
Yeah. It's 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. You're doing the right thing by living with a person first.
Why would it let you?
Yeah, but she's a little bit older than me. I'm 27, So as far as, healthy stuff goes, the clock is ticking.
Oh,
Right.
gotcha.
Oh, in
If
terms
you guys
of you
want
want to have
kids.
kids, yeah.
Yeah. But, like, I forgot where I was going. But, yeah, like, I really want to have kids, but also at the same time right now, I'm, like, struggling with my own shit.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
like,
There's always an option.
I'm lucky I have a job to where I can grow and get like a good financial income, and that's like finally coming into resolve like next month after 2 years of being with this company.
Ooh, that's good.
So yeah.
Yeah.
And I still have personal problems that I need to get over with, like financially and mentally. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm the one
not that
of millions right now. Like, that's what fucking sucks. I'm sure, like, everyone deep down inside, even you, Garrett,
Yeah.
you want to have a kid. You want to have a little Garrett running around.
Little Garrett run around one day.
You've at least thought
if
about
I were
it.
ready,
You've at least thought about it, yeah.
If I were ready and
Yeah.
I had if I knew I had secured the financial and time resources for that in my future, if I could have that secure, I would be all for it.
Right.
And if my partner was also into that too.
Yeah. Especially as men, we
exactly.
have to be aware of the fact that, like, okay, yeah, let's say, I mean, most men maybe not admit this, but yeah, we want to have a kid.
I don't want to. I
like-
honestly don't get the thing where dude wants to just nut in fucking rando
Oh, dude.
society to just progenate his seed.
Oh,
That,
yeah,
that,
those
shit,
dudes
is,
are
that shit is
trash.
ridiculous. But like,
I don't get that.
Don't-
that shit.
don't ever fucking do that because it's the same thing as not wearing a goddamn mask. Like, it's just irresponsible.
Well, I mean, if you're not ready to devote the time and energy to that child, that's gonna not
Yeah.
probably,
So don't
benefit
fu-
society as a whole.
Don't fucking let it happen. You know what? The fact
Yeah.
that
Not
I'm
gonna fucking
34
be good
years
for that
old
kid.
and I don't have any kids out of fucking like, by
God, I've
accident.
had some accident. I've had some close fucking calls.
You know, I'm
too.
sure, we've all had our close calls, but the fact that we're vigilant means something, that we're not trying to
Dude.
fucking make sure that shit happens. But
How many tests
Yeah.
did you take? They were both okay.
both negative, yeah,
Okay, good.
all negatives. Every test I've ever taken has been a negative,
Oh, God.
except for
Every
even the test in
test
school,
on
which
the
is why I
test.
sucked at
Waiting
school.
for that piss test though back in the day was like
God.
so scary. It's like she's in the bathroom, she's looking at the thing, it's not changing color.
Oh God,
Some of them weren't even color. It was
Dude.
like a dash or a plus, and it's like I don't fucking.
we never
see.
got that far. We never
Oh,
got
I
that.
had girls.
We had
I-
one.
I lived with girls that were like, "Yo, it's like I didn't have my period this month. Like I don't know. We might be.
Let me
pregnant."
just say, when the one that came back negative, I listened to Phil Collins in the air tonight. Air
It's a
punching
relief.
the air. Yeah.
If you're not ready, it's a relief.
It
It's what
is.
my mind did for the next 24 hours after I was like informed, yo, I didn't have a period.
Yeah.
The next 24 or 48 hours or whatever it was just like, all right, well, I guess I'm done buying this
Yeah.
kind of stuff, and I guess that I've got to clean out that room to get the fucking crib
Yeah,
in.
well,
And
like-
your mind's doing this at like 21 and you're not ready for it. You're like, oh, fuck.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you're never ready for it, but you're especially not ready for it when you're 21.
I think those scares were good
Yes.
for us
Yeah.
because it
Oh,
gave
yeah.
us a level of understanding that, yo, we don't ever want to be in that situation again.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
So I'll just say I'm responsible now.
Good.
That's what I do. But yeah, definitely at the time I had addictions. I still have addictions. Not to like anything like, I smoke and I drink. Whatever.
Okay, yeah.
I don't
yeah.
I don't do
That's fine.
I don't do hard drugs. But like at
Those
the time I was
vices
just like,
are pretty much the
Everybody drinks,
the
everybody
American standby. You know?
Yeah.
Whatever
Yeah,
you
yeah.
smoke or drink, everybody drinks, everybody smokes.
Smoke the pipa.
yeah. So like at the time I was like, oh, I have to quit all these. And then I didn't have to, and I'm still doing it now.
And you're getting your
But
shit
now,
done, though?
like, what?
If you're taking care of business, you're getting your shit done. Like
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
You have
if that's something
45
you want to
seconds
work
left.
on, yeah. I'm trying to catch this fucking bunny, but I should.
Yeah. But
But-
now I want to get ready and be responsible.
Fuck.
And
what
it's
am I
just-
doing?
Now that there isn't the sudden chance of like emergency, it's like it's still kind of hard to put those things in like perspective or like
Perspective,
in your
sure.
mind all the time.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
like
Some of those vices are things you got to give up, too, if you want to.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, some of them are.
for some people,
Some of them are,
everyone's
yeah.
fucking different.
Exactly. Some of them are things that you can only do when you're single, cause like, or without kids. It's just not a good environment for certain things to have, like being drunk all the time. It's fun when
All
you're
the time.
when you're young and when you're like fucking not responsible because you don't have responsibilities.
Fuck, what's
It's
wrong with me?
I don't know. You keep trying to make this like wide ass jump, and
I don't know. I don't know.
like just jump.
It like looks
Jump
like I can
across the
fucking hit it.
platform
Here's
that
the
you're
dummy.
on.
No, I don't want it. I'm not
But
gonna
I
take it.
think like what it comes back to is like you'll never solve all of your problems. Ever.
Always gonna be a work in progress.
Because everything that you deal
Oh,
with is
yeah,
just a
yeah.
reiteration of a different problem in a new situation that you've never encountered before. And so if you
Yeah.
just realize that and you try to
Apply what you learned in previous situations to this
Yeah.
situation.
Like I know right now I'd probably be a pretty good parent. I think I would. Genuinely, like I know how to be
you feel
emotionally
confident.
supportive. I know how to be there. I know how to be like ready and understanding and all that kind of stuff. And the only thing is, I can't fucking provide for that. I can't make sure that they have enough money, or that I have enough money to make sure that they have all the shit they need to go to school.
On a streamer's salary?
On a fucking streamer, content creator, whatever you want to fucking call me, media production salary. Like, no. So if I were to bring a kid into this world without having that, like, first of all, that's stressing me out, and then I'm gonna put that stress unduly onto my child. You have 15 seconds to beat this level.
Yeah.
So I think, for me, it's more about being conscientious, and back to what I was saying earlier about holding people accountable, being accountable to myself. I know I can't do this, so I'm not gonna, because it's not fair.
Bro, get that Plan B pill ready in case it does,
Oh, please run to the right and
Be
just
prepared.
grab the fucking flag. Are you serious, man? Like,
Yo,
you are,
I wanted
you are
coins.
killing me!
I had enough time!
No,
I had
get
enough
it.
time! I clearly had enough time!
Oh.
What? That's what? I got the coins that I needed. Probably could have got one more coin.
Yeah.
Probably could have got 2 more coins.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
You
God.
got it. You just got it. Shut up.
Flint.
Hey, thanks for calling in, man, and sharing with us.
Yes. Any final
Yeah.
words?
Honestly, I did. I got a quick question.
Go for it, dude. Hell yeah.
What's the album or band in high school that you listened to that made you think I'm fucking cooler than everyone?
Dodging Bullets and the soundtrack to the end of the world. That
Really?
That was I was like so into hardcore in
Yeah.
high school. That was my scene, and this was a local band in San Diego here. That was fucking sick, and going to the Shea Cafe and seeing fucking them. I just thought no one fucking knows about this, bro.
Yeah. You know what? My first
No one
response
fucking knows.
was gonna be like Slipknot, but then by the time I got to high school, Slipknot was like mainstream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I would say like maybe Dog Fashion Disco, because they were like the underground. But it's our buddy. You actually had you have his Multiple Stab Wounds CD.
Yeah, we're gonna play some of that later today.
Our buddy Mario and their band Makeout Boys. When I was in sophomore through when I was a senior, we were going to all of these shows for Makeout Boys. Like, I was 17, 16, sneaking
Where would they
in
play here?
Scolari's office, like
Oh,
21 and
yeah,
up
yeah.
shows, but they'd sneak me in, and it would be like that. I'm like, dude, I'm getting into going to bars. I know the band. It's a local band. We're going up to the Whiskey A Go-Go. They're going to play a concert there. It's on the Sun. You know who's played at the Whiskey? Everyone's played. Stooges played at the Like, I thought I was the fucking coolest.
Hell
Still
yeah.
am, but, I'm more humble about it. What was yours, Flint Woody?
So like, I know American football has become a meme like the past like 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I don't.
But
is
like,
that a band?
yeah, like when I was in high school, I listened to American football and Captain Jazz, and I had this attitude that like the mainstream emo of like Hot Topic and fucking listening to Chiodos and all that shit, was fucking lame and wasn't real emo.
That's when you're
And
in that.
so-
Yeah, when you're in that stage, you're like, what's cooler than the shit that the normies are watching and listening to?
Yeah.
Like even normie emo kids, what's the obscure shit?
Yeah. So I was listening to like a lot of like quote unquote real Midwest emo and calling all the fucking lame emo kids Wemo for wannabe emo. And
Sad, dude. We're
Yeah.
so judgmental.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
But-
Screamo music, I was like, this stuff is so freaking lame.
Well, the clip that I was playing from from Dodging Bullets here, where he's talking about like he's making fun of kids crying at emo shows, because there was a lot of crossover. The hardcore kids and the emo kids, a lot of those bands would play together at the little San Diego shows, like the matinee hardcore shows at Shea Cafe. So you'd get this crossover, and there was kind of like scene clashing,
Yeah.
It was fucking weird.
yeah.
But
Dude.
this clip is like a classic example of them like making fun of the emo kids. I don't want to see people crying at shows.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
do.
It shouldn't be about
But I
crime,
was-
but it should be about.
Yeah, I was
you know
such a
what I mean?
hypocrite because I still
I don't
listened
want to
to
see
the
people crying, but
Devil
for
Wears
me, I want to see
Prada.
people
So-
having a good time, smiling, having a good time at shows,
yeah.
and I mean, whatever. I mean, if emo is gonna make somebody happy,
Whatever.
There it
But
is.
we're about that.
But anyway,
Yeah.
thanks for calling in, Flint.
Yeah, y'all have a good night and a good week, and
too.
bless up.
Peace up.
Peace out. I've got a track loaded
First
behind
break?
me. First break of the show. I know, I should get really quick, actually. Let me hit this.
It's strange.
Wow! 64-hour special. Death rides in a silver truck.
Oh my God, look at that.
If you want a 64-hour special of your boy coming in hot, screaming out, "Don't touch me," and letting them know that I'm not late and I'll never be late again.
You fucking got it. Death rides available probably till the end of the show, but it's 64 hours or limited. Oh God, Brian.
That's limited.
Yeah, it's at 10 p.m. I think the time is up.
I like that the background picture is a Chevy truck.
Well, you know, that's just for the background, but
That's just the
it's
background.
photo accurate on the shirt. So
That's true.
thank you for joining everything we're doing, but I was going to a commercial break and I forgot.
Have to fucking piss!
I love little pussy. Her coat is so warm, and if I don't hurt her, she'll do me no harm. So I'll not pull her tail or drive her away, but pussy and I will very gently play. I will sit by the fire. I will sit by the fire. But pussy and I will very gently play. Sit by the sit by the gently play by the fire and give her some food, and pussy will love me.
What do pussies eat?
Because I am good.
What's this fucker feeding them?
Do 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 do.
That's weirdly on that children's record.
I thought this was a joke record.
I know, dude. It seems like grab the fucking jacket. It's a Jack and Jill record we played. Joe Rogan's Goat, and it's got that.
This is a kid's album.
It's so fucking weird.
Was he talking about eating pussy?
No, he was talking about a fucking cat. He's talking about petting your cat and being nice to it and feeding it.
Make a Jack and Jill mobile. Oh, this you can like take the shit out and do like a thingy with it.
Oh, it was interactive. back
Yeah.
then.
Oh, you could do the little hangy thing. I loved old records, man. They gave you so much with it. I have an ELO album that's like fully stocked with like a paper mache or whatever they're called, like a paper craft
Oh, all kinds of,
UFO,
shit
like
you
their
can
fucking
build.
StarCraft ship.
I like the Cheech and Chong came. I think Big Bamboo came with like a giant rolling paper. That was cool.
Cheech and Chong has my favorite song ever.
What is it? Earache My Eye?
Nah, I don't know what the name of it is, but I think it's just Mexican Americans.
Oh yeah.
Mexican Americans like to eat tacos
I-
and burritos.
that's not the words,
I
maybe.
know, I forget what the words are.
that is and was like my. Did I already do this one?
Yeah.
That was like my favorite part of Up in Smoke.
Yeah. Oh god.
When I was a kid, dude, and I was like, this is This is the funniest fucking thing. You know, racial humor has been like one of the things I've always, found cheeky and interesting. I think that's why you're drawn to like dark comedians who talk about race on a real fucking level.
Yeah.
Or even, the way the Howard Stern show has joked about it in the past.
Yeah.
And it always being at the forefront of like, that kind of like edgy comedy, like Cheech and Chong.
Well,
but
yeah.
at that counterculture kind of thing, like openly talking about and joking about that kind of stuff. And I just watched a movie last night with Trish that blew my fucking mind, and I thought it was just something from a bygone era that I didn't know was even being made anymore. And it's not that recent. It's like 2016. But Snoop Dogg produced one of those like parody films, like Meet the Spartans, which this makes no sense. It's a parody of The Purge, but it's called Meet the Blacks. And it's
oh yeah.
I love Mike Epps. I fucking ever since Resident Evil 2, when he's like GTA motherfucker, and he's got my shit is custom. Mike Epps is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But this movie,
Soul Plane, yes we do.
This movie starring him, cameos by Mike Tyson, Snoop Dogg himself. Go figure. He produced the thing.
Oh yeah.
All these great fucking things. There was even, I was really excited, Charlie Murphy was in it, and I was like, fuck, dude. Charlie died, like, probably not too long after that.
Yeah.
But I watched Meet the Blacks, and it was such a just overtly racial, film. Like, all the jokes in it are about, like, the black family moves to... That's his last name. Is like
is the black. Yeah,
is Mr. Black.
Yeah, so that they could clearly make that joke. Yeah,
and they make it so many times, and it's like it's so not tactful. But there was shit in it that had me like doing fucking spit takes, because honestly, like, dude, that's like the unknown. You don't make those fucking jokes anymore. At least like, no, they were going in places that it's like, oh yeah, like shitty low budget like. Produced by, not a big corporation, they can get fucking crazy still. Like, you forget that when you only watch Disney movies and shit on Netflix.
Well, yeah, when you're watching something that's for a broad audience, it needs to be broad, and it needs to not poke at the bear, because the bear is outrage.
Yeah.
But when
even the Wayans, this movie made, like, the Wayans parody movies tame.
Yeah.
This was just on another fucking level. But I was just fucking dying at parts. It wasn't the best movie. I'm not recommending.
Yeah.
It was one of these just,
Yeah.
I wouldn't ever go see Meet the Spartans.
Right.
But it was streaming. Actually, Trisha put it on. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I remember this being hilarious when it came out. I saw it. I was like, all right. I'll give it a shot. And I love Mike Epps, but pretty much a forgettable rest of the cast.
I mean, sometimes you just watch a movie for the fun of it, like a movie like...
There's CG in it, dude, that's like straight out of After Effects.
That's great.
Or not even After Effects. It's like a Premiere.
Yeah. And
blood splatter.
And that's kind of like the same sort of charm and, like heart that things like Trauma have. It's like, we're shooting the shit and having a fun time here. Like, we're not trying to really... say anything. We're just trying to say what if.
It's a funny premise.
Yeah, it's a what
and
if.
It's a Purge parody.
Yeah.
So if you like the Purge, check out Meet the Black.
It's a
Why
silly.
It's not called. I don't know.
Yeah.
Some Purge, something related to Purge. Why is it not called that?
Well, because I think it was like part of the whole Meet the fucking.
But it's not. Those weren't produced by Snoop Dogg. That was, I think, the Wayans Bros.
Huh. I don't know.
Maybe
they had a different name for it that they...
Don't go drinking your gin and juice in the hood on Friday.
Dude, the Wayans Bros rule.
And what was the last good one? What was the I Know What You Did Last Summer one?
Oh.
That was real popular. That was like the biggest one.
Scary Movie?
Scary Movie.
Yeah, those were good.
Scary Movie 1 it's a whole genre-defining film. Boom, 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 boom. Do I just get them until I want to go to 15? Seconds, 10 seconds, 9.
How many? Yeah.
8, 7,
is that literally
6,
the only thing it does?
5, 4, oh.
Yes.
Fuck yes!
Oh my
I beat
God.
my record!
Oh
Yeah.
my
I
God.
beat it, bitch!
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
That's fucking right! 0 seconds!
I thought you fucking lost it at the end. I really thought you lost it there at the end.
Ooh, I'm shorting GameStop and buying Mario coins!
Oh!
Hey.
Oh, that felt good.
Hell yeah, dude.
All right.
That's sick.
Let's check out. I bet the chat is excited.
Oh, yeah.
The last thing.
Oh, I like this. I like this.
Oh, you like it? Yeah.
Yo, who's Scope Pens? Yeah.
Scorpions.
Sock Pens. Yeah, it's like a VCR font. I like VCR.
The wheel is in session.
It
Don't
is.
forget, Brian.
It is. We have a Discord queue open for anyone
who
who wants
else?
to call in.
Who wants to jump in? 'Cause
What up, Mustache Doctor?
I think we should talk to someone. I need to not play a Mario level right now.
All right, yeah. You know what? We haven't had Tylon call in a while. Let's talk to Tylon.
know
Duh,
he's
Ninja.
out there
Yeah,
in
Tylon just put out a new shirt.
Seattle.
It's called the Anti-Watch. It's fucking badass.
You and Flint are hitting that rainy season with your boots on.
Yeah,
I bet.
it's been going since December.
Oh, really?
Sucks.
Dude, we've had like a week of it
Yeah.
for 2 days, and it's like, oh, fuck.
The lime seltzer water we have tastes like Fruit Loops.
Oh, that's what you want in a refreshing beverage is Fruit Loops.
So what?
That's gross.
Yeah, well, it tastes like watered down Fruit Loops, but
It's strange.
That's not right. But
Tylon,
Tylon,
how you doing?
yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing real good.
Hell
good to
yeah,
hear.
dude. I'm glad
I'm
to
doing
hear
good
that.
too. You know, like I had some adversity throughout my day, but I feel great now because I powered through. Fuck yeah. Now it's
Yeah.
like smooth sailing. Wednesdays, that's my like busiest day. I've
Yeah.
talked about this before. Once I get done with like work on Wednesday afternoon around 3:30, whoo, it's like clear-headed, which kind of puts me right in the perfect mindset to stream.
Yeah.
Got
That's
that
always
out.
a good way.
Got that out eventually.
Garrett.
I want to get my jism out later.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
I'm on
talk to
about
Trish
that.
about that.
I'm
But Tylon, I'm glad to hear your voice, man.
Yeah, it feels like I haven't heard the PPS in quite a while. I've been so busy with work.
Yeah.
been doing a lot of work out there, man, Tylon, so I'm happy to see you here.
Kind of drinks are people ordering? Are they going in for the seasonal stuff on a rainy day, or you got customers coming in for the regular?
It's a bit of both. I get a lot of
Tylon works at
customers who get
Starbucks,
the same
everybody.
drink every day. People still think that peppermint mocha is a seasonal beverage, not a all year round.
But you have it.
So I'll get people asking me if we still have it. I'm like, yeah, it never goes away.
That's cool. That's good info you give them. Yeah, it never goes away, so they will know next time.
Hopefully, yes.
I think I'm always, when I'm taking an order for Trish, she asks for some like caramel thing.
Caramel
but
macchiato?
Not a caramel macchiato, like a caramel
Frappuccino?
But it's like creme brulee. It's like it's a seasonal one. But I'm always asking, and they're like, no, that's only a Christmas. Creme brulee.
Yeah, that's a Christmas beverage.
How many calories in that thing? It's got to be just a whole meal in that fucking cup.
The syrup is really thick.
Yeah, when the always women in my life would get like really avant-garde, criminally sweet drinks.
Yeah.
At Starbucks when I order for them.
Well,
and
a
it's
grande
like,
is 270 calories.
I just get the like. I want a bitter coffee. I want.
Yeah.
Just a little cream. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the same way. That's why I don't pay for a lot of my coffee, because I just want a black cup coffee.
Well, I'll
That's
pay.
it.
Well, yeah, I make it because it's so fucking easy.
That's what I mean. Like,
but the thing with the like, even my brother-in-law, he worked at a Starbucks in El Cajon, like for years.
Right.
And I would go there, and he would like hook us up. Like, what do you want? Anything. I can make custom shit. And yeah, I remember my girlfriend at the time being like, "Can I hold the caramel syrup and just coat the inside of the grande plastic cup to where you can't even see through it? It's just
too much.
Tan.
Too much.
Then pour some coffee and ice in there." I'm
Too
like,
much.
dude, but they love it. They love it.
They do.
They love the caramel.
I'm so fucking happy.
They do.
Oh yeah, Caramel's real popular.
Is that a part? I never thought that much caramel would be, in drink form. When I saw what it actually was and how much they put in one, it's not like just we're drizzling for
it's like
little
a
topper.
It's
They
like
go
a crisscross, and then they got the little fucking web, and
How
then
much
they
is
pour
that?
the coffee, then they put more on top.
Is something like that, if you get like a venti Tylon, is that over 1,000 calories? In a
I wouldn't
beverage?
doubt it, especially if someone asks for extra caramel because we do the cross stitch caramel.
The cross
It's like
stitch pattern. Talented.
Yeah, that's what they teach you. But
350.
people don't.
That's it.
They don't
Ferment,
stir
20
or
ounce.
mix their. They don't mix the caramel, so they think like, "Oh, I barely got any caramel out of this." It's like, no, it's just that it's thick. It sinks to the bottom.
Yeah, you
just
gotta stir that
mix it.
shit.
So people will ask for extra caramel because they think, "Oh, that'll solve the problem."
Yes. Is that
No,
common?
just stir your fucking caramel. You're supposed to stir your
Yeah.
coffee. When
Are you getting a lot of extra caramel?
Unless you're getting like a flat white or something like that, like or a cappuccino, you're supposed to stir a milk-based coffee drink. I feel like people get their latte and they're like, "Oh, it's sitting on top of the milk. It's so nice." It's like, stir it the fuck in. Stir that shit
Man,
in.
these people don't know. They don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I always stir my coffee. Or like, for instance, my go-to drink is 4 shots of espresso,
Jesus.
a couple pumps of vanilla, and top it off with half and half. And the way I do it is I start with the syrup, then add the espresso,
Okay.
then top it off with the cream, and then everything is mixed. And as well as it's not hot. But whenever I ask my coworker to make it for me, because I got there later, they put the cream on the bottom.
Ah.
And then when I take a sip, all I taste is the espresso, so I have to like shake it up to mix everything. So it's like, oh, well, everything's on the top. I need everything mixed well.
You gotta mix that. Well, hey,
Yeah.
Tylon, that sounds like a lot of fucking caffeine. Does that hit you and you can like feel it?
Yeah, it's really the only. I don't drink much coffee in general. I only drink.
That's like a wake-up boost?
Yeah, because especially when I come in at like 5 a.m.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I
Like,
just
that's your
need-
first early morning opening kind of like hookup, employee hookup.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
4
I
shots of espresso, though.
That's not that hard.
Yeah.
With
I
Starbucks.
just I need to be awake now. And
Yeah.
I can't just casually sip my coffee, especially when I'm wearing a mask.
Yeah.
I just need to
You got to get it
down
over
it
with.
in one gulp.
See, my
Yeah.
thing is I make 10 cups of drip coffee every morning.
Good.
And I put it in 2 thermoses, and I drink it till about 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's good.
But
Oh, that's good.
it's a lot of coffee, but it's not a lot of caffeine.
Yeah, honestly.
Because I don't feel it anymore. The reason I asked, like, does that hit you? And you're like, "Boo! I'm awake." Because, like, man, I drink coffee all day, and I just had another cup on top of the 10 cups.
Yeah. Oh.
And I'm going to go to bed, like, as soon as I get home.
You and I both had 2 right when we got here. Yeah, and I like.
Yeah, I had 2, yeah.
When I used to work at
It's
at
like it doesn't work
Nespresso,
on
no, it's just that people
It's
misunderstand
subconscious
exactly.
at
They
this point.
misunderstand what the caffeine actually does. Caffeine
Tolerance build
is a
up, so.
stimulant. It's not a
Thank
I don't know what the
God.
word is, but it's not something that makes you awake. It's something that you that helps you feel more alert, but it doesn't wake you up more. And like that's all it is. More than anything, it's just like the psychological feeling of smelling the coffee.
Oh, it's a
tasting
ritual,
it,
too.
And yeah, that's more of what wakes you up than anything. Like I've definitely drank shots of espresso and passed right the fuck out. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like when I used to work at Nespresso, I would have 8 shots a day on average. And that
Oh
was-
my God.
Well, you have to remember, a regular shot of espresso is 1.5 ounces roughly or less.
Sure, okay.
So I had 4 double shots of espresso over an 8-hour day. It's not really that much.
Sure, yeah, I get you.
Right, like.
Well,
but-
also, too, like, yeah, you start doing that on the reg, you build a little tolerance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what that
I
does
mean,
to your adrenals or your glands or something. I don't know. What Is there like very big negative effects of over
Too much caffeine? Yeah, like with energy
Yeah,
drinks
your
and stuff
heart
like
won't
that.
pump.
Your
Yeah.
balls get fucked up with
Your
energy
heart,
drinks.
your blood fucks up.
Does it ever fuck with your liver?
I think I mean, anything you drink can fuck with your liver, but depending on what you put with your coffee, yeah. If it's just black coffee, it's honestly people think it's dehydrating, but it's not. It's a diuretic.
It's water.
But because it makes you piss.
That's why I always like. I don't need to drink that much water. I mean, coffee's mostly water.
Mostly water. It's honestly more 30%.
But everyone's like,
coffee.
that's not how it works. It's a chemical reaction. It's actually dehydrating. And
it doesn't work like
I'm still
that.
alive.
You're drinking more water than you are anything else. Like
Yeah.
coffee is only literally steeping the flavor into the water. It's mostly the water that's carrying the coffee.
I do love it.
And honestly, if it's a dark roast coffee, it actually has less caffeine
That's
than
why
if it's
I
a
buy
light roast coffee.
I buy a dark roast so that there's less caffeine.
And then
Because
also
that's not what I'm looking for. Because I want to drink a lot. I
Yeah.
want to drink the high volume of
Yeah.
liquid because I want it throughout my day.
And it depends on how long, more than anything, it depends on how you prepare it, how long you steep it. Caffeine is water soluble. So if you put your machine on dark, it's going to steep the coffee longer, and you'll get
Percolator.
more caffeine out of that because it's more exposure to water. That's it. But most people think like, oh, the light roast coffee's better. It's like, you don't drink coffee for the caffeine.
Some people do.
That's what I mean.
Tylen's saying. He's just getting the espresso shots.
Yeah, but I feel like, Tylon, you're also appreciating the coffees you're having. Like, you're having espresso shots, but what did you say you mixed with them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I mixed it with vanilla and cream.
Yeah,
you're
so
getting
you're having
crazy.
like your nice little like morning cup of coffee.
You're adding all this unnecessary sugar.
Yeah.
My
So
opinion.
technically, it's like my coffee is 8 ounces of espresso and cream and vanilla, and that's all I need. For the rest of the day, I just stick to the water.
Yeah. And that's it. Like, there are days where I don't drink coffee at all. Like, I didn't have a cup of coffee until an hour ago.
Yeah, you know what? People were always very weary. They tell me, you drink a lot, you're going to get headaches if you ever don't drink. But on average, there's one weekend day where I don't make coffee, like on a Sunday.
Yeah.
And I
Do you ever have headaches?
never have headaches.
When I used to work at
There's
Espresso,
been times where I go like maybe 3 days or something. I'm like, do I have a headache because of coffee, no coffee, or do I just have a headache because I don't know? But
Honestly-
like not in years. Like I don't know. I don't feel like I ever have a withdrawal from caffeine.
chances
I
are
have a
the
lot.
headache that you have probably is coming from dehydration because you're used to drinking more water from the
I
coffee.
even, dude, I used to get headaches from not eating.
Yeah.
Now I don't. Like I don't know what happened, or I don't know if could you grow out of headaches, but like
I
thank
think
God.
your body just gets used to operating on less if you don't eat. You know, like I don't eat very much throughout the day. Like I only ate once today around 1:30, and
You get used to intermittent fasting.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah. That's why when everybody's like intermittent fasting is the new thing, I'm like, well, shit, I've been accidentally doing that for my whole
Right,
life.
I know.
But-
But back to the caffeine intake. Like sometimes, I do kind of second guess myself. Like, fuck, maybe I do like really kind of go crazy with the amount of caffeine I'm taking in. But I don't feel like I have any negative effects.
Yeah, I think honestly,
Or
like
any kind of side effects. I'm just worried down the line. What's the health risk? You know.
probably nothing. I mean, look at your parents. They probably drink as much, if not more, coffee or shit worse than you. Like, you have to think your parents had much less medical advancement than we have by, stands
Yeah.
to reason. And they're fine, for the most part. You know,
Yeah.
they're still alive.
I mean, they don't drink as much coffee as I do.
Well, but,
My grandmother on my dad's side did.
yeah.
She drank a pot of coffee. She just had it going in the house all day.
And my mom drinks Turkish coffee throughout the day, too. Like, it's in Lebanese culture, you just drink coffee at all times.
Yeah.
And it's always caffeinated, and it's always Turkish coffee, and that is way more caffeinated than regular coffee because
Is that that pour over?
No, Turkish coffee is there's no fucking filter. You grind it so fine and then you boil the coffee
Oh,
grinds in
really?
the water and you pour it into the cup with the grinds.
Really?
So that's why you get the mud at the end of a Turkish cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Because it's just finely ground coffee in there.
You get all the grinds in there.
And
Yeah.
it's good.
That's cool.
Shit's good, man. That's
I
the
never
most
had
amount
that.
of caffeine. I'll make you some someday if you want. It's
Yeah.
not that hard.
I like the Vietnamese coffee where it's like the pour over, but it's over the condensed milk, so it's like that's like the treat coffee.
I was gonna say that's like
Dessert.
I call that the same thing as Starbucks coffee, which is like candy.
And I
It's
haven't-
just liquid candy.
Yeah, I haven't had it in forever because I'm not going to any fucking Thai restaurants anymore.
Yeah.
Or Vietnamese restaurants. The pho place usually has it. But damn. Fucking coffee talk with Tylon and Bryan, the two
Well, dude,
retail baristas. You guys have the experience and the knowledge, man.
well, so do you, Garrett.
Yeah.
Out
I'm a
of everybody
connoisseur.
else, I was gonna say you're a connoisseur.
You
of-
did it
of coffee.
professionally.
Well, I mean, anybody can be a connoisseur of anything if they just connoisseur and consume start with the same fucking letters.
Oh, look at that.
For a reason.
Look at that.
You have
Yeah.
to consume it to become a connoisseur. And
I'm an anime connoisseur.
oh man, I'm a masturbation connoisseur.
Only the finest of Tenga products.
I got the turn, I got the wrist.
You don't need accessories when you got the wrist, the G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip.
No, that's mucho gusto, mi amo Bad Lee. But
His name is Bad Lee.
that's my favorite Sublime song.
Yeah, Bad Fish.
I don't know what the name is. Caress Me Down.
Yeah, and I go.
The girl caress me down. Do you think nowadays, if a band like Tylon, and you can answer this too, if a band like Sublime came out, they'd get canceled right away, right?
No.
Right?
Everyone
no, because
likes
everybody,
sexy songs. Listen to
no,
The
everybody
Weeknd.
be all stupid about the fucking like
No.
appropriation.
Music is expressive. You can do. I think
No.
you could still do a lot in music. 'Cause,
I
like,
agree, but I don't think other people do. I think you and I feel the exact same way about it, which is
Yeah, but
you and I
listen-
wouldn't care.
Listen, you got shit like Wet Ass Pussy. You got The Weeknd is like super sexual, and he's fucking.
Oh yeah.
Everyone.
I feel. I mean, that's about something else.
No, yeah, I'm talking more about the fact that they were just straight up doing like rock steady, like African, like Jamaican type
I don't
of
know
music.
what you're saying.
Sublime, their whole fucking
Oh,
sound
you're
was
talking-
shitty ass reggae. Yeah.
Okay, you're saying
Oh,
like
yeah.
white boys
White
playing
boys doing the fucking-
Jamaican music.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like
I
Caress
mean,
Me Down is such a fucking
Nah,
rock
dude,
steady.
That's but if people start. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be extreme cases where someone's going to try to cancel some fucking. They'll,
Right.
try to be pissed off at everything, but it'll never hold water. It'll never hold any weight because everyone who actually knows anything about music
Yeah.
knows that the evolution of the art form is borrowing from other genres,
Exactly.
other cultures.
Yeah.
That's how you get. I don't fucking like UB40, but they have every right to play Jamaican or Africano drums or whatever.
Absolutely.
Whatever that their influences are.
I think that's fair.
I don't even know.
I
yeah.
mean, we wouldn't have heavy metal if it weren't for
But no one's no one in no real person that anyone takes seriously is bitching about
that's the sad part.
if there was a Sublime cover band right now, like no one's gonna care.
Yeah.
People just dig it.
Yeah.
Music
I
is
always think that people have been trying to cancel Eminem for years, and he's never been
for his
canceled.
old lyrics. Yeah, I mean, what's he said? Like, yeah, those are old lyrics. Like, I don't sing about crack no more.
Yeah. And honestly,
And
it's
you don't
like
sing about that no more.
it's just it's interesting to see just what people want to get excited about being upset about. And that's really kind of what my question was. Is I
Let's
think,
get ready to be excited to be upset.
right, like that. It's modern. To me, it's the modern day witch trial of like, well, what are we gonna go after that is wrong that isn't actually wrong? Like, oh, these Americans are doing this, or these like blah 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 is doing this type of music, and that why would that be only reserved to one type of person? Like, to me, that is more racist than anything else. That's literally what fucking segregation was. It's like, oh no, let them do that. That's their thing. I don't believe in that. I think that's ridiculous.
You're saying it. I agree with you, Brian.
But
I agree
think
too.
Let it be.
Tylon, You had a great call. Do you have any parting words?
I'm about to beat this level.
Yeah, I guess I have two, if that's okay.
Sure, two
Yeah.
parting words. We're not
Uh,
charging; they're all free.
The first one is just a simple question.
Parting question.
When vaccines, start dropping hard and everyone's all vaccinated and they decide to open up restaurants again, what's the first restaurant you want to sit in and enjoy?
Denny's.
You
I'm
keep
not
it simple.
kidding. I want to just go with you guys to fucking Denny's and chill. I want to go to a Denny's. I want to hang out with everybody at a Denny's again and order my favorite foods.
Denny's, that's interesting.
Right.
I would love to go to probably a sushi restaurant.
That would be good, yeah.
So I've gotten sushi at home maybe a couple times, but that's something that I would always be. If I'm gonna go out to dine, typically that'd be like a once or twice a week thing, and it's kind of like a treat. And I love Japanese food, so I usually get sushi. So I think that's my answer.
Yeah. And honestly, yeah, there's a billion other places that I'm if I had to really think about it, there's this restaurant called Stacked I'd love to go to. It's one of my favorite places.
Am I supposed to do this? Okay.
Yeah.
Stacked. Okay.
Yeah. I think we might have gone there at one point, a
I'm in
long
a
time
pachinko
ago.
machine. Yeah, I think I have been to Stacked.
And
It's the waitresses. They got those
No.
sexy outfits. Oh no! Oh, my bad.
No, Stacked is not like Hooters.
I was thinking of the Bada Bing.
Hey, I'm over here now. Some Andrew Dice Clay.
I was thought you talking about Twin Peaks and Wielding, home of the Dirty Blonde. How may I help
Oh,
you?
yeah, no, not Twin Pinks.
Oh fuck!
Twin Pinks is another.
Pinks.
I'm not talking about that restaurant.
I'm getting
That's
horny
my
now,
favorite
just thinking
restaurant.
Whoa!
Twin Pinks. Give me more of Twin Pinks, I'll tell you what. Hey, I get no respect. I went into a Twin Pinks, I said, hey, can I have the roast beef sandwich? And they kicked me out. I tell you, I get no respect.
As for the roast beef sandwich, she spreads her legs wide. Oh!
Oh! Every time I ask for a sensible amount of Coke, they give me a six-pack. I get no respect.
Thanks, Tylon.
Tylon, your
What's
second
the last
question?
part of your call?
The last part is, can I get a wheel spin?
Oh! Tylon with the wheel spin.
He wants a wheel spin.
All right.
We're gonna have to pause the game for a wheel spin.
Pause
here
the game.
right now, Brian.
want-
I'm gonna pause
You
the
want me
game.
to cut it up a little bit?
What's that mean? Cut it up.
Let me make sure I use the phrase right. Cut it up.
Like joke around with Tylon?
Right, yeah. Let's see. I want what is cut it up? It's gonna give me all the fucking stupid ones.
What is cut it up?
What is? You know what? We tried to search what time McDonald's open, and the top result was, what time do McDonald's serve breakfast?
That is.
What time do McDonald's serve breakfast?
That is.
Even if you spell it right, what
I
time
guess it
does?
makes. I'm not even comment.
Hold on.
All right, Tylon, here. This is for you.
Oh!
Show feet.
Is it show feet?
Show feet.
Fuck yes! All right. I brought slip-off shoes.
All right.
Do the skit.
We're gonna do the skit.
Do the skit.
This is for Tylon.
Hey
Oh,
guys.
I gotta take
Pervert.
Tylon. Tell me, because it's gonna land on Tylon. Socks on, socks off.
Yeah, it's up to you.
You tell me.
Let's do it. Let's do it uncut. Let's take the socks off.
Uncut.
Socks off. All right.
Okay.
Hey guys.
It's
This
George.
is for Tylon. Thanks for being a pervert, Tylon.
Pervert.
And
Thanks.
thank you for tuning in to the show, guys. Everyone at home. I think I'm gonna buy Mario 3D World on the Switch. I think that I've been convinced by the gameplay here.
I want Bowser's Fury.
I do want Bowser's Fury.
Especially after I show feet, I want Bowser's Fury.
Oh yeah, I'm getting that.
All
Fury.
right.
All right, socks are off. It's really starting to stink in here. I'm gonna go with your cam, Brian. I'm gonna
All right.
show here too.
got that sock fuzz. That's the
We
left
both
one.
got sock fuzz. Crossing of the toes. Switch angles.
Yeah.
Here's the other one. Oh, you even got a Band-Aid today, Tylon.
Oh! I already dropped Tylon on Nicole.
Thanks, perverts. See you next time.
Don't tell my mom I did this.
Pervert.
Brother.
Soy Chisholm.
Big dude.
Soy Chisholm.
You're gonna call it soy juice? You can't do that. You're gonna call it soy juice? You can't do that.
Soy Chisholm.
Rosanna. Rosanna.
Speaking, may I help you?
Hi, do you guys sell, you have an ice cream display up there?
Yes.
And do you sell those chocolate shit bars?
Soy Chisholm.
Chocolate chip bars?
Chocolate chip bars?
Oh, the ones like the cookies?
Yeah, with all the shits in them?
Yeah.
And they got, you sell the chocolate shit bars, right?
Right.
Okay, how are they?
How are they?
Yeah, are they squishy? Are they, any corn in them?
Corn?
Yeah.
Why would there be corn in ice?
Well, I'm not from this area. Then where we do it up in concrete, that's the way we do it. So I didn't know how it was down here.
I don't think there's any corn in it.
But they are shit bars, right?
Yeah.
And it's good shit?
Yeah, I guess.
All right. And would you recommend these bars?
Yeah, they're okay.
Would you say you're a bit of a whiz with them?
No.
Concrete, let me, every opportunity I have, prove myself with a shit bar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.